The way you loved me warmed my heart, Yeah, I like the way you sing your songs, I put on that white dress for you, I told the preacher, yes I do, I'll stay and I'll grow gray with you, Yeah, I'll put on that white dress for you, Like the way you hung the moon, I just like being close to you, And when you're gone, I feel so blue, Yeah, I like the way you hung the moon, I like the way you know that dance, I like the way you hold my hand, spin me all across the floor, Yeah, I like the way you know that dance,
Guys. You may be seated. We are gathered here today to celebrate the uniting of two souls in marriage, Emily and Bryant. I'm honored that Bryant and Emily have chosen me to be part of their wedding. I've been friends with Bryant since elementary school and became close with Emily through Kristen in college. They were a package deal, for those of you that don't know Kristen and Emily. You can't have one without the other. So I'd like to open with a quote on love from the Dalai Lama. You can tell by the looks on your faces you weren't expecting that. But the 14th Dalai Lama had said that we learned to take into account that great love and great achievements involve great risk, and that loving atmosphere in your home is the foundation for that love and the love of a life. Be gentle with the earth, be gentle with one another. When disagreements come, remember always to protect the spirit of your union. When you realize that you've made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. Remember that the best relationship is one which your love for each other exceeds your need for each other. So love yourselves, love one another, love all that is life together, and all else will follow. Next, I'd like to take you through 1 Corinthians, which is very special to Emily, as she had said when we went through these passages that they reminded her specifically of Bryant. So in 1 Corinthians, we learn that love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, and it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, and it is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Emily and Bryant have decided to write their own vows for one another today, and they'll be sharing those with us. So Emily, I'll hand this to you. Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Bryant, is that close enough? You guys can hear me? Okay, cool. Thank you. Bryant, we've known each other a long time. I don't even remember the details of the first time we first met, but I know you had more hair. I outweighed you. And you were wearing a track jersey for an opposing team. I instantly developed a crush. But believe it or not, it wasn't your good looks that I remember the most. It was the way you made me feel. And one of my favorite books that my dad shared with me when I was younger, the author speaks about love as an ancient recognition. He suggests that when you meet someone who you feel like you've known forever, it's because no two people were created as individuals. He says that millions of years ago, each person shared a soul or came from the same ground of earth. We separate, and over time, we'll search for this piece or other half of us. And when we meet it, we'll recognize it and know. There are a ton of reasons why I love you. You tell great stories and you make people smile and laugh. You're intelligent and patient, specifically with me. But what sets you apart and the biggest reason of all that I love you is that my soul's always been drawn to yours, and I've always felt at home with you. It hasn't been easy for us to get to where we are today. We're both independent and stubborn. It's taken a lot of mistakes, patience, learning how to soften and to open ourselves up to vulnerability, of having trust in something bigger than ourselves, and having trust in each other. I'm so glad we're standing here today, and that I can say that I married the love of my life, my person, my other half, and my best friend. I can't promise you a perfect marriage. I can't promise you that I will always do or say the perfect things at the perfect time. I can't promise you that I won't water the plants in the sink anymore, which drives you crazy, or microwave my coffee. But I do promise you this. I promise to appreciate and cherish our love and not run from or avoid our hardships, but accept them as opportunities to learn and grow. I promise to kiss you every day when you come home from work. I promise to love you in a way that is not possessive but freeing. I promise to practice gratitude every day for where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. I promise to be the best first mate on our boat. Hashtag lake life. Hashtag lake effect. I promise to pray for your health and happiness, and if either of those suffer, I promise to stand by your side and hold your hand. I promise you lots of adventures and couch cuddles. I promise to honor you and hold space for you, and to respect your feelings in every cycle of our relationship. I promise to love you in this lifetime and each lifetime hereafter. I love you.
Good luck topping that, Bryant. Give it a shot.
So I was told to keep the Kid Rock quotes to under 12, so it's also going to be tough. I have such fond and awkward memories of going out of my way to run into you. Going to Whittemore volleyball games, because I obviously love the sport. Getting a tip to stop by Zane's house, because somebody told me you were over at Doug and Julie's. And knowing that Zane wasn't even home. I used to walk up and down the halls of Whittemore High School knowing that you'd be let out soon before I went to dual enrollment classes and getting lectured on always being late, which may have been the reason I didn't pass one of those. And back then it was hard, and we were only a town apart. I didn't know what to say or what to do, but I knew my heart needed to be around you. I needed to be close to you to feel complete. And when life put miles between us, through everything, our hearts always remained in touch. Now I'm so comforted in the fact that the only distance between us is short-lived. We never have to worry about being away for long. Our lovely home with the two most beautiful, lovely companions is just around the corner with Nala and Jasper. Across the lake is our boat that works most of the time. And right up the road is the best gas station pizza we could ever ask for. I'm so fortunate to have such a patient, affectionate, and beautiful wife. Emily, outside of my family, you're the only thing that I've ever loved. I'm so excited to share this day together. Emily, I've always loved you, and I always will love you. Thank you.
Tough to just not do the kiss right now, isn't it? So Emily and Bryant will now take part in a tree planting ceremony to symbolize the roots of their relationship and the continued growth of their love as they become each other's family today. Love is the essence of human experience and emotion. It is the root of all and everything we as humans do. Page turn. Love enriches our experience and fills our lives with meaning. It gives us a firm base from which to grow and to learn and change. Let your relationship and your love for each other be like the tree that you plant today. Let it grow tall and strong. Let it stand during the harsh winds and rains and storms and come through unscathed. Like a tree, your marriage must be resilient. It must weather the challenges of daily life and passage of time. And just like the tree you are planting, marriage requires constant nurturing and nourishment. After the ceremony, the couple will plant the tree at their home or a special location to symbolize that putting down roots, longevity, and strength in their marriage. Next, we'll do the rings. Brad, do you have the rings for Emily and Bryant? Excellent.
I'm holding it for about 45 minutes. In my hand.
All right, Bryant, you may place the ring on Emily's finger as a symbol of your commitment and everlasting love together. Okay, and Emily, you in turn may place the ring on Bryant's finger to symbolize your shared commitment and everlasting love. All right, and finally, by the power invested in me by the Universal Life Church Online at www.ulhc.com, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Bryant, you may kiss the bride. let's hear it one more time for Mr. and Mrs. Wilson as they walk us out.
Just like being close to you, And when you're gone, I feel so blue, Yeah, I like the way you hung the moon, I like the way you know that dance, I like the way you hold my hand, spin me all across the floor, Yeah, I like the way you know that dance, I like the way you sing your songs.
And one last announcement for everyone. Please join us at the Polecat from 5 to 6 for cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. The